Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. This is going to be the next round game on this special edition 4v4 Siege tournament as SWC takes a hiatus for 1 week as TSM and Dignitas went over to China to introduce World Elite to the world of Smite. In this game, though, we're going to be seeing EloFishers face off against Worth Gaming, and this should be, as an American term from my old wrestling watching days, this is going to be a slobber knocker.
Oh, okay, good. I thought
you like that one?
Yeah,
slobber knocker, Jim Ross special.
Shout outs. I think people always ask me how I get into casting and why I want to be a caster, and I always attribute it to JR and the King. I always do it.
Oh, those two are amazing.
Wrestling is absolutely the worst, most boring, awful sport you could ever watch, unless the commentary's on, and then it's the most hype thing you've ever seen.
Oh yeah, JR is like one of the best casters ever. I love JR and his commentary.
He's the casting champion of all time.
And one of his greatest lines was, "This is going to be one hell of a slobber knocker." So I was like, right, let's go with that one this time around. A lot of people who are young and don't watch wrestling or saw JR won't reference that, but the old boys, you know who you are. We will respect that, I hope.
So we should be getting into the game in just a minute, guys. Again, this should, like he's saying, this is going to be a really, really strong game. Remember, guys, this is the round of 8, so loser does not have a chance to go into the bronze match. Loser is out, and this is going to be EloFishers. And of course, Risterian and the boys going up against Worth Gaming, the definitely the dark horse of the Smite World Championships in the European scene, who have like broken out completely.
Well, you say that, but then EloFishers last week got in Conquest. They put out a great performance, got themselves through to the semis, I believe, knocking out TSM, who did have a weakened team, in fairness. They did have a weakened team, but they had a great performance to get themselves all the way through to those semi-finals as well. So EloFishers, one of these underdogs that have been overlooked for a little bit of time, just like Worth Gaming. And now Worth Gaming's had the limelight for the last couple of weeks, and maybe it's time for EloFishers to show that what they can do.
Well, this is going to be 4v4 Siege. Not Conquest, so they're going to have to switch up their strategies if either team is really going to want to have a strong showing here. Before we get into it, don't forget, guys, tomorrow at 1 p.m. EDT, we are going to be showing, of course, the Shanghai show match. Me and Driver will be casting a rebroadcast of what is currently being, or rather, what was shown last night for Team Dignitas, Team Solo Mid, and, of course, the Chinese top seed World Elite.
And that time should be about, I believe I'm right when saying this, I've not really checked yet, but I think it's about 7 EST for us guys in Europe. And if you're in England, like I am, that's going to be 6 British summer time.
Wait.
To see that.
What? You're in England?
I'm on vacation. It's a vacational trip. You know, I've got family living here and things like that.
That makes sense.
I live in the French part of Canada. Canada? Yeah, I live in the French part of Canada. Let's go with that one. Yeah, see, it's the tie. Yeah. Production just said the tie matches the Canada colours. I'm trying to represent without
Canada has colours? I'm learning so many things today.
Yeah, they do.
How fun.
They also have Canada coloured booster seats. I might bring you one over when I visit your DM. I'll get all the teams to sign it. Sounds like a good idea.
Oh,
Shall I push him off his booster seat? Are you ready? We're waiting around for the teams to start, guys. We're just wasting time. You ready? We're gonna push him. You ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Okay, 1 second. Come here, DM. Come here, baby DM. I got you.
Wait,
I got you. Yeah. Come on.
My camera cuts off there.
Come on.
I hate both of you more than life itself.
So, guys, we're just waiting for Worth Gaming and EloFishers to get underway. What was that production? What was that you said? Agilitas lost against against Pink Fluffy.
Oh, God damn it.
Pink Fluffy's coming out at the moment. That looks so good on screen.
The pink fluffy unicorns riding on a rainbow have somehow beaten Team Agilitas, and we're going to get to call their name out more today. So
yeah, we get to say Pink Fluffy a little bit more often. They're going to be facing off against Cluelessness in the next round as Cluelessness beat out pre-nerf Guan Yu. So they must have some tricks in the bag if they actually manage to beat the pre-nerf Guan Yu.
Yeah, seriously, if you can beat pre-nerf Guan Yu, you got to be scary.
Yeah, you're better than DM. Hang on, wait a minute. Everybody's better than DM.
Oh, Hindu man.
I'm sorry. I just tell you how it is.
I5, of course, is fighting out of Rum, currently SK, and hashtag nor words. We're getting production just updated us as they're getting into the game in just a second, guys. So bear with us in the meantime. But Hindu man, this gives us a really good chance to learn a little bit more about you, since of course you are still one of the newer casters. So Hindu man.
Yes, DM. Here, be careful here, careful, because the game started. What a shame. Let's move on into this next game. Nice try, DM.
Damn it.
Nice try.
We'll get back to it.
I would have handled it, and you would have been in trouble because I would have got you. You know that would have happened.
Okay, left side of your screen, we're gonna find the EloFishers. Actually, yeah, with Game Hunter and not Rastarian.
Ooh.
So check that out. Right side, we're gonna check out the current Dark Horse and fan favorite, Worth Gaming.
Talk about a dark horse, TSM's Game Hunter, who didn't go to China due to, I believe it was due to studies.
Was that first ban Osiris?
Here. It was a first ban Osiris, indeed.
Man, he was crazy. Just doing everything. We're going to see a new band as well coming up from Worth. EloFishers option back. I assume this is going to be an assassin again. Something similar to Kali, Bastet, things like that. Other side, we're probably going to see a Scylla band. But those are just my predictions.
Yeah, your predictions are never right. Like you always say that Chunga's strong. I don't see much Chunga play. I'm just saying.
Aphrodite's going to get banned out.
Banned out.
Did she just not get picked or banned last game?
Again, yep, that's 2 games in a row we saw, but this time round Aphrodite does go down.
Madness.
So, yeah, I've got to be careful with my word choices because when she does go down, I'm like, oh yeah, Hindu, be careful.
Scylla gets banned, and Hercules gets hovered on by Game Hunter and locked in.
It'd be nice to see Hercules being played by Game Hunter if he's going to be his god of choice for this one. Because we've not really seen much of him over on EU just yet since the changes to the Warriors. So going into this one and the different game mode as well, that Excavate Boulder can have some serious connotations in the jungle.
Not to mention, he can use it as CC immunity, stopping things like no escape or, the Kraken knock-up combo potential. Right side, we're going to see a hover from Carino onto Habwa, and Shaggy Shank is going to auto-lock that Hunbats.
Now, Hunbats we've not seen that much of so far in both tournaments, mainly due to bans, but then sometimes he's just been completely ignored.
Yeah,
you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy. Look at that.
Isis.
Look what EloFishers are doing.
My girl. Hello! Kali is in there, locked in, as well as Isis for circular protection damage as well. So there's a lot of mitigation and a lot of healing on this team so far. This would be the place to pick up Chang'e. Stop the Kali destruction heal. Stop Hercules from getting mitigate wounds. Stop circle of protection from giving from giving health back to EloFishers. But we're going to see a cover, a hover from Ninja Boat onto Kumbhakarna.
And it's going to be locked in. Now, let's talk about this, DM, because just off screen a few minutes ago, we were discussing Kali versus Kumbhakarna.
Right.
And that Kumbhakarna is probably the only thing that can shut down a Kali. Why is that?
Well, you can use, first of all, Epic Uppercut is going to send her up into the air for 2.2 seconds. If used during her ultimate, shuts down a lot of the push potential. She can bait out beads if she's getting very aggressive with Yawn and then counter with it. He can root her in place to fort jumps. He has a lot of answers. And then, of course, can bait her pretty hard with the Sleepy, though if anyone can take the Sleepy down, it's going to be Kali. She has an amazing amount of attack speed, usually into her builds, on top of the fact that she has a 1.5 chain, which is extremely strong.
Maybe going into this one, the boat that is also a ninja figured that one out when he picks that one up to face off against Kali, and we'll see how this was going to play out. But the bans, the last two, going to be Ymir and Cupid of all picks. Yeah, I mean, Cupid, we did see him by Barracuda yesterday.
Yeah, why wouldn't you ban Cupid when Bastet's still on the table? I mean, that's fine. EU is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that maybe they're looking for an AD, because actually, no, one thing to play out, Cupid and Kumbhakarna, the combination between those two is ridiculous, because one of the issues Cupid has is confirming his damage with the Fields of Love, and Kumbhakarna actually allows that to happen, because he can use the Epic Uppercut into the Fields of Love, so I can see what EloFishers were thinking there, but it looks like Worth Gaming going to go with Ul.
Yeah, Uller is going to be picked up here, and
Vulcan.
Pardon me if I'm not 100% correct here, but okay, they just picked Vulcan.
I love you guys. I love you. EloFishers, I love you a lot.
I just close Smite. I don't know what to do.
I don't think there's not. I think every god has now been picked in this Siege tournament this weekend. Every single god.
I think, yeah, Uller was, I think, the only person who wasn't picked yesterday. He was banned once, but I don't think he was picked. Double checking my source. Yeah, Uller was never picked and banned only once. The nerf train hitting the glorious one hard, says Volcanto on the Smite Reddit. So the final one is going to be pushed in there. Game Hunter's playing Vulcan.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay.
But you know what? We all know what Game Hunter is like in lane. He was one of the first people to bring out Kronos in the solo lane, and actually make it competitive.
Hunters.
So for him to go into Yeah, and the Hunters too. So for him to go Vulcan, I can see it. Game
Yeah,
Hunter could pick any one of the gods, and I'd be like, okay, cool, it's Game Hunter, it's going to work.
when Game Hunter first came on the scene, he was like he was a carry player, he was a hunter player. So when he inevitably brought out the Apollo and the Neath over to the solo lane, I mean, it was such a good fit for him, and we've seen him do it a few times since. And I mean, since then, I mean, he's brought, like you said, brought in Kronos. He tried Chang'e recently. Like he is willing to play anything in order to get an upper hand. Now, in this case, I don't see how Vulcan's going to give him an upper hand, but I mean, I don't know what Game Hunter knows. That's what it comes down to.
Well, he's definitely going to be. He might not get an upper hand, but he's definitely missing a lower leg.
We'll be back with round 3 or round 4 just soon. And
I'm loving every minute of this, DM.
Jokes.
We'll be right back, guys. EloFishers versus Worth Gaming. Game Hunter subbing in for EloFishers this week. Worth Gaming looking good. Be right back. Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. This is EloFishers on the blue side. Red side's going to be Worth Gaming in this quarterfinal match. We're going to see EloFishers with their substitute for this week, Game Hunter playing Vulcan. We're going to see Get Fisher playing that Carly. Bugsy's on Hercules, and the person who is impersonating Wolfie, so we're going to call him Wannabe Wolfie because of his name. Wannabe Wolfie is going to be playing Isis.
That is not the regular Wolfie, guys. Do not assume. On the other side, we're going to see Worth Gaming, again, the dark horse of the Smite World Championship Qualifier Series, who have broken out as a extremely dominating team in the early games. We're going to see Shaggy Shank, former MVP for this Smite World Championship, is going to be playing Uller. Corino playing Habwa. Ninja Boat, or I like to call him the SS Hinobi Razor. Ninja Boats playing Hun Bots. And, of course, my man, Variety playing Kumbhakarna.
At the start of this game, we're going to see the wards go down early from both teams in their own sides of the jungle to ward off against early invades. And at the moment, we can see the sort of setup that we're probably likely to see is going to be Hercules and Vulcan laning together, and Carly and Isis. On the other side, we'll see Habwa and Ul, as well as Kumbhakarna and Hun Bats.
I like this. I mean, I really like the start here. Kumbhakarna has picked up Hand of the Gods. We're seeing the same thing on Bugsy. So it looks like this is the first team, or rather sets of teams, that are going to do the normal meta of red goes right, Hand of the Gods to blue buff, rush into lane. This is going to be the first time that I think both teams are going to have a pretty even rush.
Red actually went left on the top side for Worth Gaming. Just saying.
It's just saying.
Red went left. Their angle. From our angle, it looked like it was right, but it was went left.
Well, it's this. You understand what I mean. You're a smart guy, Hindu man. You get it.
Oh, thanks for calling me smart, DM. I'm sorry I can't reciprocate that. We're into the game, though! We're into the game! And the meatballs are landing from Game Hunter right now already. That early damage on Variety's pulling through.
Yeah, Variety used throwback there. Did land a nice shot, but Game Hunter just wasn't having it.
No, he wasn't at that moment in time.
Same thing is happening over on the right side, though, Hindu man. Wannabe Wolfie has taken about 60% of his health, sitting under 200 right now. Shaggy Shank, if he gets a Bladed Arrow, Hail of Arrows combo, that could be real first blood potential.
Yeah, he really could. Isis is going to have to be careful here with that wing gust. The actual shot misses, though, from Shaggy Shank.
Left side.
Left-hand side, though. The passive proc and Variety's going to drop. And Bobat's trying to make a trade.
Oh, that was close. Ultimate coming out. Not going to find the damage here. Game Hunter might be in trouble. The back off should be the last of his mana here. And Ninja Boat's going to run back. Overhand Smash should be coming online. Oh, my God. That was not the last of his mana. That blue buff keeping him up. Ninja Boat has got to be careful.
Gotta watch out for the next meatball that'll probably land. He's gonna have enough for a turret soon. There's it lands though. It doesn't. Sorry, the engage from Bobats comes out. He popped the Fear No Evil there, but it didn't connect.
Yeah, not the way that he was looking for. Game Hunter was just absolutely prepared the entire time, and he gets out of danger.
So 1-for-1 at the scoreboards at the moment. Gold advantage slightly in favor of EloFishers at the moment, but golden experience, as we know in this game mode, don't mean a whole lot. Right hand side, Get Fisher gets caught out of position, nearly pays the price, has to jump away, takes a bit of poke from Shaggy.
Hell of arrows there, landing some pretty deep damage. Very far was he able to shoot that. I mean, the range on that ability is just absolutely... I think it still catches me off guard. We're like 6 or 7 weeks with this character in the meta, and it still catches me off guard every time.
Such a fast skill as well on the actual engagement of it. So when it lands really quickly. So it's very difficult to dodge. Variety gets caught though by Hercules. The aggression is on. Meatball connects. There's the damage. The Mez comes out as the turret damage hits, and he's going to have to back away and pop that health potion.
Throwback as an escape ability always as well catches me off guard, but how far it actually travels.
It does go quite a distance as well, so you can actually try and belly flop the minions for quite a way away and force it away, as you can see there. Nice poke onto Game Hunter with that one used there.
Yeah. Game Hunter actually reciprocated right before that with a good meatball slam and Ninja Boat in the back as well. And now they're going to be able to move forward here. Variety has to be careful. Teleport potential from Bobat going to be offline as Bugsy's looking for a line of sight here to the Earthbreaker. He's just going to go for the driving strike.
As straight away from Variety, though, to stop the aggression coming out, and that turret's doing work to the minions. Meatball connects with Ninja Bobat again in the middle of the jungle, though. Shaggy Shank looking for a rotation around to the left-hand side, but immediately spotted out by Game Hunter, who's... Oh, they could see each other here.
Yeah, nice ward as well. Shaggy Shank's going to be forced back over towards the right side, where we're seeing Wannabe Wolfie and Carino just trade shot for shot here.
Left-hand side, we're going to see Fair No Evil get popped. Aegis used by Game Hunter. The Excavate going to come out to try and protect, and the pick up does a lot of damage, but Game Hunter's still alive. Throwback misses Groggy Strike. Will it connect? It does, but Variety's going to go down and trade here 1-for-1. Left-hand side is all the action, DM.
Honestly, I'm thinking the guys in the red team are just screaming Worth right now, trading a mage for the support.
Oh, definitely. Well, at the same time, in this game mode, Kumbhakana less of a support, more of a tank with damage. That's how I look at him.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you take a look at the build, you know, he's really trying to support the team as much as possible. Iron Mail more than likely going to be built into Sovereignty. I don't see him going for the Mystical Mail here. It's going to wake up the Yawn. And since he has Wrath of the Gods plus that Blink, you know he's looking for opportunities to really get as much CC off as possible. But we're going to have some major trouble here as Ninja Bobat did not expect the rotation in from the teleport and almost gets caught for it.
Yeah, he does. He's going to have to recall for now, and that means that some people are going to have to come over to defend. Only sending Variety over here with Habois to try and defend against the Siege Tower as Shaggy Shank tries to push in the left-hand side, only defending against the Kali. Now, Kali should make quick work of this, though, really.
I mean, she really could if she decides to get aggressive. I mean, the problem here is that Shaggy Shank has a lot of damage, and she would have to choose her target. With the damage that Ninja Bo was able to throw through, man, they really couldn't pressure too much. Fear No Evil is just too dangerous, so that's a really, really big win for Worth.
Game Hunter throws out the ultimate looking for a connection, doesn't find it, lands a meatball into Variety though, immediately pops a sprint because Shaggy Shank rotating in, but the ward coverage from EloFishers really playing dividends from them right now, being able to see every rotation out of the jungle, DM.
Now, while this is EloFishers, remember guys, they do have a substitute. TSM's Game Hunter is playing, and you can see the aggression coming out onto Variety. He just doesn't want to lose that solo lane again after what happened a few weeks ago.
At the moment as well, you can see Worth Gaming do have an advantage. Their Siege Tower did get down the tower in that right-hand lane, so a small gold advantage building because of that one. However, when you check the charts, you can see it's not much. It's only 147 gold. As it stands, jungle buffs have respawned though, DM, so we're going to see the ticket rush happen once again.
Realistically, though, I mean, without that tower there is a small positional advantage for Worth right now, but they're going to have to abuse it. Realistically, at this point, they're not abusing the fact that Kali is weak. I mean, at this point in the game, she's still not super strong. Only beads 1. Chin's just barely got online. When those beads are finished, when those boots are finished, and when that sprint is finished, she is going to become a very, very dangerous god.
Yeah, so keep an eye on Get Fisher as this game continues. At the moment, though, we can see Bugsy vying for some position around the Silver Fury, looking for an opportunity. Going to find Carino, gets a good knock, but into the wall, unfortunately. So he's not going to flip him in to be able to look for the charge as a meatball flies over and hit Carino on the backside.
So right lane, wannabe Wolfie. I keep calling him Wolfie. Don't want to confuse the chat at home. The new Wolfie is trying to push the right lane out as much as possible, with probably trying to keep himself safe as well. Realistically, we need to see Get Fisher start diving towers at this point. He's level 10. He has access to level 3 stun, which is a 30 damage increase, on top of the fact that his lash is going to be as high level as possible, and he has a red buff. This is his time to fight.
Yeah, well, it looks like Worth Gaming are going to be the ones to try and start a fight by starting off with this Silver Fury and looking to see if they can get some poke out. Blink in from Variety into an epic uppercut, looking for Carino with the tidal wave. He does get the knock up, and Game Hunter takes a lot of damage, but the Escalate's going to help out as the Aegis was popped. He's going to drop on trades with Carino, and now Bobat's with the Fear No Evil. A lot of pressure damage coming on. Get Fisher has his ultimate popped, but he's zoned out for the most part as Variety is being chunked down. Get Fisher gets back in as well, looking to pick up the kill. Not going to find it as a throwback comes out, and Shaggy Shank rotates in to secure him.
Get Fisher right there just got completely baited. It was likely that his target was Kumbhakana with the way that he was chasing. Kumbhakana barely gets out of dodge there, even taking damage from archers. He is able to escape and keeps himself alive. Worth Gaming with a really good turnaround there.
And with that engagement there, like you said, it looked like Carly's target is Kumbhakana, and that's not going to change until Kumbhakana dies. And if they're aware of that, they can try and bait Carly into bad positions over and over again, DM.
Right, exactly.
You keep looking for that Kumbhakana.
And now they're going to know who the target is. I mean, Shaggy Shank got that kill, at least to my knowledge, meaning we can watch Carly and know that she's going to be aiming for that Uller every single time.
Oh, Shaggy trying to delay P from back in there, hoping his team could rotate in. Not going to find it in time, though, as they rotate in Game Hunter. Just throughout the meatball, clearing the wave once again. Got 3 members to deal with here, though. Tries to drop the turret into an axe. Oh, my goodness, the combination of skills was ridiculous.
And you know, you look at Worth Gaming, and individually, these players aren't standouts. I mean, of course, Shaggy Shank is amazing, Ninja Bobat's amazing, but you don't ever say to yourself, like, wow, this one guy is the best player in the world. When you see them work together, it is some of the most uncanny teamwork that I've ever seen in my history of Smite, and that's what makes a team. Their ability to CC chain like that off of hunches and understanding of each other is probably the most important skill in Smite, and they have that down pat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you look at it as well, what you're gonna say normally is on comms, I'm gonna use my skill now, you know. But using that delays the skills lining up perfectly for the CC chain. These guys know each other so well, they can just do it over and over again. Left-hand side being pressured as the excavate was used by Bugsy to try and clear out some of the weight, but right-hand side we've got 2 siege towers fighting each other. As this left-hand tower is going to drop, it looks like as Shaggy Shank and Carino continue to work. Game Hunter rotates in. Ult's going to miss and just clear out a few minions. Right side, we can see Isis doing the best to defend, but this is going so well for Worth.
All right, EloFishers in there. It looks like he's going for Carino, who does not find the kill he was looking for. Shaggy Shank going to run away as they'll turn their sights to the siege weapon. Right side, same thing's going down. Siege weapon for siege weapon. New Wolfie has not been able to really pressure Ninja Boat the way that he would want it. And now the siege minion is going to force a rotation over from Kali. Game Hunter is back alive as Bugsy's coming in. I think they're just going to let this one go. I mean, they got another tier 1. Why not?
I'm sure Shaggy's not had enough. He's going for more. The axe goes out, misses it, but now EloFisher is here. Has to use the beads immediately as Variety comes through, rather. Manages to get the Mez to forced to disengage from Carly. Bugsy turns up as Ninja Bobat rotated into a charge to the face, and that siege tower is down. Variety is going to be the last man out of this engagement, more than likely, as Worth recall and lick a few wounds.
Similar to the build that we saw yesterday coming out from Omega, we're seeing Bugsy start Hercules with Sovereignty going into Shell, has Wrath of the Gods. He is playing flat out support Hercules, which is really nothing to be trifled with. Still does a ton of damage, especially with Excavate. Great space control. Of course, speaking of Earthbreaker and, you know, Driving Strike being an insane move as well. And then, of course, has the ability mitigate wounds, which will, when it's maxed out, give him 120% of the health back he takes in the 4-second channel window. And man, if you consider the fact that he's also given himself Sovereignty on top of that, and if he pops Shell during the cast, he's never going down.
Yeah, so much protection into him as well. He's got that healing regen available to him as well. Quick look at Shaggy Shank as well, though, DM. We talked about Barracuda yesterday and what he chose to itemize, and he went for the chins mainly. On Shaggy Shank, though, he's chose to go for the Devourer's Gauntlets into the Executioner here. So he's going to rely on those stacks. He believes he's going to be able to get enough stacks to make it worthwhile in this shorter game mode. It'll be interesting to be able to see how many stacks he had right now, but I think he should be well on the way to being nearly full.
You know, Shaggy has opted for the Dev Gloves, and it's hard to say that it's a strong pickup here, considering the fact that with the current meta in Siege, it's going to be hard for him to solo farm minions.
Exactly, so trying to get that time alone, especially when you've got teammates like Throwback, Kumbhakana, and obviously you've got Carino on that hub wall, the minions are going to die very, very quickly before you can try and secure those last hits. But Shaggy's once again hunting, but Game Hunter was wise, hits the meatball as the ward goes down for him. And now Shaggy's out of position, he's got to leap away as EloFisher goes aggressive, immediate axe to the face though.
Nice cleanup of the wards here. Stunned coming out. Variety will take some damage, but I'm sure he's not too worried about it. Bugsy will take a knock-up as well from Carino, who's rotating around, and we have an 8-man grouping in the jungle here. This could be trouble. Yana's already down. Spirit Ball's been used. Meatball thrown as well. As Shaggy rotates in, he's going to find himself in front of a turret. I really do see Worth getting aggressive here.
Yeah, both teams trying to get themselves a positional advantage ready for this Silver Fury spawning. On the right, though, Ninja Bobat gets caught out by both Carly and Isis as he has to back away to the tower. And that could force a 4v3 fight if Ninja Bobat has to go back. When the Silver Fury is... No! Variety has not had enough. He's blinked in, he's yawned, he's used the uppercut onto Carly. Carly's the focus target, leaps away as the excavate comes over, only connecting with Carino. And GetFisher's still running for his life as Carino's continuing the hunting. Wolfie's in trouble under the tower as well. He's going to drop down on the ISIS as the Game Hunter comes over with the ultimate to connect.
Two-man Mez right there, going to stop it out. Game Hunter actually just barely dodges as Bugsy tries to move forward. A big win there. I'm really surprised that we didn't see Worth engage in their 3v2 in the other side. They went right for it. Bugsy, it could be in some trouble here as he's trying to fight too, but he actually forces Ninja Bobat away as we're going to see Shaggy Shank run through the jungle. A great stop and a good rotation from Bugsy as he rotates in towards the left side where the Siege Minion is pushing down the lane.
He has to be careful here because the members can jump through the portal as well, so Game Hunter could just end up coming through. Choosing not to go through the portal, though, is Game Hunter. Maybe choosing over to go for the jungle buffs instead, as Carly and Hercules rush for this Silver Fury. But look who's waiting in the wings, DM. Variety is well aware this is going on. The Blink Mez is available.
He's gonna jump in too late. Didn't quite get it. He's put himself in a very bad spot, forcing the rotation out from Ninja Bobat as well. That means we're gonna see Siege Engine for Siege Engine spawn here. The map's still in favor of Worth, as well as the experience in gold, only by a small margin, 400 apiece. As each side gets a Siege Minion, we're gonna see pushes here.
We are going to see pushes, but the idea is who's going to go where. So Shaggy's rotating over to the right, but behind the back, Game Hunter going aggressive, and Shaggy Shank turns up, lands the axe onto Game Hunter. Lots of damage going onto him. He's dropped to half health. Shaggy's gone into axe form, looking to leap over the wall, keeps the aggression going. Spirit Ball doesn't connect because of the beads, and now Game Hunter is still running as Bobat comes around the back. Fear No Evil connects, and now we're going to see Isis drop two pickups for Bobat, and all Kali can do is watch.
I disagree. Beads online, Sprint online, Destruction online. She can pick up her target here. As long as it's not Hercules, she might be able to clean this up, but she's not being aggressive. This might mean that Hercules is her target. This is going to allow Worth to get into this Phoenix, and realistically, it's, or rather, I'm sorry, yeah, Kumbhakarna. And this is a character that you don't really want to fight. I mean, now that Siege Minion burns down towards the right side, this is a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it is, and now look at what Worth Gaming are doing. They're looking to take away jungle buffs. Just took away 9 tickets from one side. They're not going to find the speed because that's been done, but Blue's about to spawn. If they notice it in time, they might actually be able to pick this one up. They're going to pass by it, though, just before it spawns. Thankfully, they just did the right timing. Meanwhile, Variety's just been left in this solo lane to, you know, stop the Siege Tower pushing, and it's worked out okay for them.
Yeah, it's surprising to see Hercules go back to the base there, considering the fact that he had a decent push and Kali had that control. They weren't going to go for the Titan just yet, but they stopped this. I mean, that's still a pretty big win for Worth, though, all around. They get the Phoenix. They have pure map control plus 2 kills. Not bad.
On top of that as well, DM, EloFishers were the ones that got that Silver Fury as well. So they actually had 2 Siege Minions that time round and didn't make anything out of it whatsoever. Worth Gaming still ahead in towers, now got the Phoenix down on the right-hand side, so expect to see all the pressure from Worth Gaming heading down this left-hand lane, allowing those fire minions to do the work for him on the other side.
So we're about 15 minutes into the game, Hindu, and we haven't really seen Kali do much. I mean, she's 2-1, a similar score here for Bugsy. Wolfie's 0-2 right now, and Game Hunter is just getting picked on. They should be using their advantage here. Every time, you know, that Game Hunter name pops up and they use 2 or 3 ultimates to take him down, there should be rotations into the backline from the assassin or from the mage, just looking for a way to really control things. To the same regard, Bugsy has not really been using the character as support. You see him chasing kills and looking for opportunities to go for engagements, whereas he should be trying to peel for Game Hunter, who's getting picked off in almost every single engagement so far.
Yeah, I think we need to see GetFisher on that Carly, trying to be a little bit more aggressive and put Worth Gaming on the back foot and not give them the chance to engage on their terms. Try and turn it around. But shout outs to Variety though, because when GetFisher has tried to do that, he's been immediately taken out of the fight by Variety on every opportunity on that Kumbhakarna.
That's right. What I want to see from Kumba, though, I mean, we have seen so much potential from him, and he's got a few big mezzes. He got a really good epic uppercut. I want to see him go deeper. I want to see him go right into the back line and force them, because at this point, EloFishers is not willing to fight.
Isis could get caught out here as the blink goes off from Variety, uses the throwback to get in range. Immediate beads used to stop the mess. Great Spirit Ball, though, to disengage. Did cost him both of his actives, though, DM.
Yeah, that could be trouble going into the next part. I mean, forcing out that much in such an early engagement is going to be trouble when they move over towards the left side and begin to really pressure that tier 2. Now, you can see the middle is about to spawn here. It's inside about 30 seconds or so, might even be sooner, but looks like Worth is ready to rotate in. The guys over on EloFisher are just completely scattered around the map.
Yeah, they've got wards, so they should know this is going on as they retreat back to this middle area, but are they going to get there in time to contest this one? Well, the damage is being done. We can see Hercules looking for it. Bugsy's coming in. There goes Game Hunter's ultimate. Going to be late, but get some decent damage onto Bobas as the double charge into the wall from Bugsy, followed by the Excavate comes out, and now Shaggy Shank's going to run as he was left on the front line. He's going to nearly get hit by the meatball over the top, but this is paying off for Worth Gaming if they can escape.
Yeah, I mean, if they get out of here, nothing of value is lost. They still manage to get the tower, not to mention, look at the bottom. Tower, I mean, the Titan has taken a ton of damage here. Lost about a third of its health overall in hopes of getting the siege tower. All of Worth Gaming go back, heal up, spend money, and teleport in. Pressure going to be happening on the left side.
To do on the left hand side with those fire minions still deep in enemy territory on the right, so this tower is going to drop for free. I cannot see EloFishers in a position right now where they stand to defend this one. Only Bugsy in the area right now. Keep an eye on Akali and Isis though, looking for a return engager on the side if possible.
Yeah, I mean, they should really try to pressure here as much as possible. Game Hunter is out of the fight. Right Phoenix comes up. They're going to try to push her left. Now, you see it about low. Oh, about 50% health. It's actually going down. Bugsy did find a double push there, but it didn't result in anything. They didn't have push potential, and now this is going to be a free rotation into right lane.
Yeah, they're still going to deal with that siege tower, so the whole team grouping for that one. Everybody's swinging straight round for the right-hand side. Ninja Bobat's leading the charge. Going to stop off for a second for the mana camp, which could delay and give EloFishers an opportunity to defend. But this Phoenix getting low. A great meatball, though, coming out from Game Hunter just to slow them down a little bit. But Ninja Bobat's engages with the Fear No Evil and takes out Get Fisher in a second.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat, no chance to use the ultimate.
Kali was not ready to deal with that. They do find a kill in the backline. Of course, talking about Ninja Boat, who does get picked up. Bobat is gone, and now 3 members of Worth still continue to push it. Blink double mess, but misses the ultimate. Didn't really need it, though, as Game Hunter's the only line of defense between him and this Titan.
Yeah, only line of defense now. Game Hunter's got a big work cut out for him as the whole team grouping round. Variety gets his passive pop. The Shaggy Shank goes in, lands the axe. He actually crit with the axe in melee form. Lifesteal available to him in that side. He's going to drop, and now it's undefended. The Titan's going to drop, and Worth Gaming are going to move on.
Oh, the sleepy baits coming out from Kumbhakarna. Realized what would happen if he baited out 2 abilities there. He took the meatball, he took the backfire, and then no escape for poor Game Hunter. EloFishers are going to go down to Worth Gaming. Very impressive.
They put up a really good performance, though, EloFishers. They made a game of it, at least. That was the best thing we could do, but that was a quarterfinal match. And some of these teams, you know, they're not. No one's really used to Siege yet. There's no real meta yet.
You can see that.
And you can see, like, people are still trying to work things out. What's the best route through the jungle? What's the best way to get experience? How is the best to catch people out of position? Are wards that important as the game goes on? You know, it's all those sort of things being thought about by these teams.
So Cloud9 is going to be fighting off against Hugs and Kisses here. Pink Fluffy Unicorns is fighting Cluelessness, which is a rename right now for Bloody Tech EU. Worth Game, of course, will be moving on to the semifinals to go against the winner of I4 and SK Gaming. This is the EU 4v4 Siege tournament. We're going to cut to a quick break, get caught up for our next round, and we will see you guys soon.